Tonight, just 3 days away from that crucial first debate, both campaigns are preparing very differently.
Mr. President, how is debate prep going?
President Biden hunkered down at Camp David, huddling with advisors with no public events scheduled this week.
He's now a convicted felon.
While his campaign is out with a new ad highlighting former President Trump's legal problems. A senior Biden advisor tells NBC News the president is expected to be increasingly punchier against Trump, and that it's a moment where the campaign hopes to break through to a larger audience that has yet to tune in to the election. Leading Biden's debate prep is former Chief of Staff Ron Klain. A source familiar with the preparations tells NBC News that Biden's personal lawyer, Bob Bauer, is playing Trump during the prep sessions, reprising his role from 2020.
To be honest, it's hard to say some of the things that he says, some of which are, very fact-free.
It's a stark contrast from former President Trump, who's holding informal policy discussions with advisors, but no mock debates, while still holding public events. Tonight, the former president is fundraising in Louisiana after campaigning in Pennsylvania over the weekend, mocking his opponent for not leaving Camp David.
He's sleeping now because they want to get him good and strong.
Trump teasing that he's already chosen his running mate and says the person will likely attend the debate in Atlanta.
Have you decided who your vice president is?
Pick Tulsi!
In my mind, yeah.
Do they know?
No, nobody knows.
Among the top debate topics expected, the economy, immigration, and reproductive rights.
What both candidates need to do is talk about what they're going to do for the American people, how they're going to show up as leaders.
And Gabe, Biden aides are telling you they're actually preparing for two versions of Mr. Trump. Explain that.
Yeah. Yes, Lester, people familiar with his debate prep say it's taking into account whether Trump will be his usual bombastic self or more disciplined. The campaign wants the president to be seen as the adult in the room. Lester.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.